Hi, fourth graders. Today we are going to work on your packet page for Thursday, May 28th. Make sure you've listened to my read aloud of Number the Stars for today because it goes with this lesson. So it's important that you have watched that for it to make sense. So our learning target today is to take into account the minor characters in our story. And then I added some text here that I thought was important. We're taking them into account because we want to think about how their perspective supports the theme of our book. Okay. So there are some really important words in here that we have to think about. We have to think about what a minor character is. So we've heard of main character before. We know that a main character is who the story is mostly about. We also know that there can be more than one main character. Some books have more than one. Number of the Stars, the main character I would consider Anne-Marie. This is because when we're reading the story, we see it through her perspective. We are listening to her thoughts as we read. We know what she's thinking the whole time. A minor character is not the main character. It's anyone who's not the main character. So they support the main character, but they're not really the focus of the story. Some examples of minor characters from Number the Stars would be all of the parents. So all of Anne-Marie and Ellen and Kirsty's parents. Kirsty is also a minor character. The book's not about her, but she supports her sister. Uncle Henrik is a minor character. Peter Nielsen is another example. So those are just a few examples of minor characters in Number the Stars to help you think about the minor characters in your own book. So today we're really focusing on the fact that minor characters are in a book for a reason. They support the theme of the story or the life lesson that is learned. So today you are going to select a minor character from your book, and you're going to think about how they support the theme of the story. Okay. So this is a book club page in your packet for today that you're going to fill out. It says who's the minor character that you chose to think about, and how do they support the theme in your book. So you get to pick whatever minor character you choose to think about in your book club book, and you're going to write a response just based on them. So the minor character that I chose to think about for Number the Stars is Uncle Henrik. He has become a bigger character in the book in the past few days that we've been reading since they've arrived at his house. And I really thought about that moment that he was with Anne-Marie in the barn today when I was thinking about how he supports the theme of the story. So if you remember, we said that the theme of Number the Stars is that friends support each other and they take care of each other. And so when I'm thinking about how Uncle Henrik supports the theme, I'm remembering that today when I read, and I'll show you my answer right now, I remember that today when we read, Uncle Henrik explains to Anne-Marie that it's better not to know everything because then you can be brave. He was explaining why he lied about Great Aunt Bert, who didn't exist, and he said, well, when you don't know everything, it's easy to be brave. And then Anne-Marie took that thinking that Uncle Henrik helped her to understand and realize. And when she was talking to the soldier in the house who came to the funeral, she was able to be brave and lie about the fact that Great Aunt Bert died because she didn't know everything, right? And so it's easier to be brave when you don't know everything. And by being brave, she was protecting Ellen and her family from the soldiers. And so that is how Uncle Henrik supports that theme, that it's easier to be brave when you don't know that's not the theme. That's how Uncle Henrik supports the theme that friends look out for each other, because he helped her to do that, thinking about how it's easier to be brave, and then she could help her friends. Okay. So you're going to do this thinking for your own book today. So again, you are going to select a minor character from your own book. And so that's totally up to you which character you choose. And you're going to write about how they support the theme of the story. So we're really kind of switching the perspective that we're thinking about the story from here, from your main characters to a minor character in your story. All right. And so I will leave it with my example here, and you're welcome to use this when you're doing your own thinking about your book club book. And good luck with that work. And we will see you on Friday for your book club group. We look forward to that. Good luck, fourth graders.